and you are tuned in to Local Limelight. I'm here with a few guests today. First, to my left, we have who?
DJ Scratch and Sniff. You know me well. You listen to me at midnight sometimes. Some of you, I hope some of you listen to me at midnight. Smash Alley, but yeah.
But this is not Smash Alley.
No, this is Local Limelight,
yeah.
which I am even more excited for this week than usual.
Yeah, it seems like this week we have some newcomers to the show. Yeah, we have 5 against 4.
Yeah.
Hi.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And what are so there's not 5 of you, right?
There's not. No, not at the moment. The rule for this band is you have to sing and write. You have to write songs. So we've had up to 3 members at a time.
That's twice we've had 3.
3, yeah. So, but we have yet to be the 5 against 4 or 5. We're working up to it.
Are you folks like on a mission, like a movie style, like you have, like Ocean's 13, you have to collect all 5?
God, that sounds exhausting, to be honest. I'm more open to the possibility that it could happen naturally.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys were like out on the town, like scouting, like, you know.
No, we do. Both times we found these amazing singer-songwriters in our communities that were not playing out. And so they inspired us to play out more, and we got them out playing more. And yeah, if we have a mission, it's to get songwriters to play their own stuff.
That's fantastic. That's a lovely mission.
Yeah. So you guys weren't always a duet then? You guys had other members?
No, we were born, I think, in different states.
No, we started as a trio, then became a duet, then a trio again, and here we are again as a duet.
Okay.
That's excellent. It's fantastic. How long have you guys been making music together?
I think we have been
Just over 2 years is how long we've been dedicated to playing together.
Yeah. Yeah, we wrote our first song together about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
fairly recent.
Yeah, we've both been playing for a little while. Not forever, but a little while. But playing together is still pretty new.
All right. And for our listeners out there, what was your guys' names again?
My name's Emily.
And I'm Benjamin.
All right. Thanks, Emily and Benjamin, for coming on tonight. This is our final episode for the season.
Yes,
It's been
this season.
It's insane. It feels like it was just September, and now it's December. What?
I know. I was counting it up in my head because I was thinking like, oh, it's been a productive semester. It's been a productive 6 months, right? And wait, semester is not 6 months long. It's like 3 months long, 3.5 months.
But I'm glad that we get to go off with a bang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And without further ado, I feel like we should just start up. I think we should just get into it.
I think we should let the music introduce
Itself.
the tone of the episode.
Okay. I think we're going to start off with a cover song. This
Okay.
one's by Vance Joy.
Ooh, Vance Joy. All right. Whenever you folks are ready,
Take it
let us have
over.
I was scared of dentists and the dark. Oh, I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. Ooh. Oh, and they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I get a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Well, there's this movie that I think you'd like. This guy decides to quit his job, heads to New York City. This cowboy's running from himself, and she's been living on the highest shelf. Oh, and they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I get a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. I just want to know if you're gonna stay. 'Cause I've just got to know. 'Cause I can't have it any other way. I swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taking away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I get a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Lady, running down to the riptide, taking away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I get a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. I get a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was excellent.
That was
Oh,
a
man.
fantastic start.
I think the whole time I just had a big smile on your face, and I think both of you did
Yeah,
as
it looked
well.
like you guys were
Yeah.
enjoying it, and it was just it was a good way to start. I feel.
Awesome. We love that song.
I
It's
feel
sweet.
like your voices complement each other so well, and then I feel like you guys started to listen to each other, and we're like, oh, this is good, and then you both got more into it, I guess.
Definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's easier to build on success.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was not expecting a Vance Joy song. I was not
Yeah,
expecting
not at
Riptide
all.
to come straight out, and it's a fantastic song.
And I think
really
yeah.
is.
I feel like most of the time when I hear that song, it's girls with their like little ukuleles, and I'm glad that it was like both of you guys and like the guitars. It just sounded really
It definitely
nice.
benefits
yeah.
from the warmth.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, we've changed the melody quite a bit in that too.
We
Yeah.
also messed with it a little, yeah.
But I feel like that's just part of it when you can take covers and kind of make it your own sound.
Absolutely.
So, have you guys done any live performances yet together? Like you've been
Yeah,
2
absolutely.
years?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The whole last year we were living in California, and this awesome little town. And the local restaurant there was kind enough to have us there every week. So we went down, and it was great. It really made us get up out of our beds and go
Yeah.
play the guitar.
That's excellent. What made you folks want to cover that song?
You got to take that one. Yeah,
Oh,
you brought it in.
I don't have a good reason except I just always dug it.
It's a good
And-
song.
Yeah, and a lot of times friends or other people ask me to give them pointers on the guitar. That's a 3-chord song that's super easy to do.
Yeah.
Right.
So in showing people like that, I ended up getting an earworm, and now I have to play it.
Yeah. No. It came out well. I know you said that you messed up, but I couldn't tell, and
Oh,
that.
did I say I messed up? I meant I did extra good.
I think you folks did extra well as well.
I also feel like there's like a lot of, at least I can see a lot of like chemistry between you guys too. So
Oh,
like you're
yeah.
able to like just perform. Because I feel like I've played with people in the past where it's just like the music sounds good, but you're not feeling it as much. But then you play with other people and like, nah, this is it.
Yeah, definitely. I had an incredible band, and we made a beautiful album together.
What was it called? You have
It
to
was
plug
called,
yourself.
it was called Waiting for Hobby by the Emily Project.
Okay.
And it was an amazing experience. And when I was done with that experience, I never wanted to play music with anyone ever again. I had
okay.
reached this overload with other musicians and just people in general. It's such an intense experience to create music with another person. So I spent a very long time away on the moors of my life alone. And it was really hard for both of us when we first started playing and singing together. It was
yeah, it
not
was-
good.
No, it wasn't. But I'm nothing if I'm not persistent. And it's just like anything. It's a language, just because it doesn't gel at first. A lot of people are like, a lot of musicians just automatically, if they don't hit it off, they think they can't play together. But
Right.
But it's all just language, and so we played together until we could do it well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that that is very useful to like bring up. I guess that might be the wrong word for it, but I had a friend. He's still my friend. I don't know why I said that, but Nate Janoff. I talked to you a little bit before this show about it. I'm starting its acoustic duo, kind of like what you guys are doing. But then this semester we're able to get like 4 songs written, and I'm glad that like seeing you guys too. I'm like, like it just takes it, and then you find that person, and you're like, this is really cool.
Definitely. You have to like, your musical partners have to be people that you're willing to be very intimate with, and sometimes with the worst parts of you. A lot of times when you're writing songs, you're sort of writing out something that's too hard to feel through, so you're going to sing about it,
Absolutely,
and then sharing that with another person's hard.
Yeah.
But Ben taught me that the most important thing to do is to be willing to be bad at it. And if you're willing to be bad at it and you're willing to give a little bit of time, you can get good at it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it took.
Right.
And that was it. We embraced being really bad for a little while. It was,
That's beautiful. I love that. You talking about how like it is emotionally exhausting to open yourself up like that to other people, and I'm reminded of I watched like a documentary like over the summer. It was about Tim Kinsella, who was the lead singer for a band called Captain Jazz, and then for a band called Owls.
Okay.
And he, like, in his early 20s, he made it very big with Captain Jazz, and then he stopped touring with them because it was just very draining on him, right? And it was hard being with that group of people. So he made this group called Owls, where there's just every time they make an album, there's people coming in, people going out. It's just this this big group of people, and it's just like they make an album, and then for 5 years they don't meet up because they need to go live their own life.
Right.
And I think that's beautiful, and it seems like that's kind of similar to what you guys are doing. It's something fluid, and it allows you to be more expressive with your music and not have it be forced. And I think that's wonderful.
Yeah. Can you write that down for our first album cover?
Yes.
That was really good. Yeah, that's what we're going for.
So did you guys have anything recorded yet, or is that still
Not
work
yet.
in progress?
No, this radio show will be the first thing that we've ever
well,
been
now I feel
brave
special.
enough to
We are
get in
honored.
front of.
Yeah, we get to have this first. It's a
I
debut.
think there is technically some Facebook Lives, but they were in restaurants, so you'd be hard pressed to extract that.
Restaurants. You
Yeah.
folks played at restaurants.
Yeah, I think that's one of our favorite places to play, really. It's,
What type of restaurant was it? Like Italian food, or what? What was the vibe? I guess. Yeah.
It's the only restaurant in town, so it's definitely a gathering place.
Okay.
It's really fun. It's really.
Is it here in Indiana?
No, this was back in California. We played there a lot. Not yet, but restaurants in Indiana were open to it.
Shout out to all the restaurants in Indiana.
It was,
Happy hours.
it was a family restaurant, and everyone came there. My daughter actually worked there. Our friends were other employees there, so it was really fun, really welcoming, and people would come down just to see us and be able to have coffee.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I find
It
like
was
coffee
great.
shops are really nice because everyone's already chill. And like just hanging out. I did a restaurant thing one time, and I started singing, and some of the people there didn't realize that there was going to be music, so they seemed kind of annoyed. But by the end of my set, they were like, "Oh wait, this is fine." So, but like
They were
Music goes with
annoyed?
food,
yeah, they were annoyed. One of my
Man.
songs is called "Minor Inconveniences." My Gage has heard it before, but it's pretty
Yes.
much me complaining about just little things like how your shoes get untied and things like that.
Right.
But I heard them, and they were talking to each other, and the one actually goes, "Well, this is a minor inconvenience." But then by the end of the song, they enjoyed it and clapped, so I guess it's fine. But
Well, I think you nailed it. They
Yeah.
knew the name of your
Yes.
song. They totally connected with its meaning,
Yeah.
and then you brought them around.
Yeah.
Like, that's, wow.
That's fantastic.
yeah.
How many songs are you folks doing tonight?
It all depends on how long you'll have us.
Yeah, as many as you'll let us do. We're terrible.
Well, if you
Well, if we
we
wanna-
want to hear
Yeah.
more. So if you guys want to play another song right now,
Yeah.
that would be okay. We'd be fine with that.
I'd be down. Yeah.
Do you want to do
Um,
one that I play and sing, and you play some guitar too, or
Ooh.
you want to try that? You want to do that minor one, the All I See Is Sky?
See, I saw a bar last night, like the one where I drank in my dreams. All kinds of interesting characters inside the place was busting out at the seams. Saw an open door. Oh, I saw a shimmering light. Now all I can see is the sky. Saw this tiny little slip of a thing. She did this dirty dance alone. Saw two big bloody brutes doing some sideways sidewalk walks. Saw that open door. A hand beckoned me inside. But now all I can see is the sky. Tell me about the sky, man. Saw a face look just like mine, hovering over a drink. Saw two hands looking just like mine, reaching for someone bigger than me. Saw that open door. Well, I sure do hope I put up a fight, 'cause now all I can see is the sky.
Oh man.
That was
Yeah.
fantastic. So
Awesome,
was that
thank
something that you already had written?
That
and
is
then,
one that I had written
Okay.
beforehand. Yeah.
And then he
that's-
came in and did
Yeah.
it's so good.
That's how we first started performing together. Is we would just bring each other's whole pieces and be like, okay, you find a place on this, you know, and we'd be like, okay, well, I'll find a place on this, and now we're writing together and creating pieces.
I
With
feel
each
like
other.
I can
Yeah.
take a whole lot from you guys today. Maybe just me again starting off with the same thing, because I came with a song again. My friend Nate kind of took it over and then put acoustic stuff like that over it, and I was like,
Right.
it's something that you didn't think you needed. And I have a question for you. Do you ever go back and sing these songs without him, and it feels like
Oh, they're just so naked. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, they're bones, you know, like you write a song and it's these awesome bones. And if you do a good enough job, it's a good bone structure. But you need other people to flesh them out.
Right.
And, you know, that.
Flesh and
like,
that's fantastic.
You know, like a good skeleton's cool and everything, but yeah, flesh it out.
Okay. Like, yeah.
I don't mean this like in a negative way at all.
Oh.
I have like tonal whiplash from like the like Riptide to that one, and I mean that in a good way.
Awesome.
Like
Yeah.
Riptide just felt so warm and like fuzzy, and that just felt like hauntingly desolate.
Nice.
It
Do
did.
you know
It
what
was
I mean?
definitely
That's
a
fair.
change,
Yeah.
but it kept you on your toes though. Like I feel like it was like the audience was listening and they're like, "Oh wait, this okay."
It felt
yeah.
it felt dusty. I don't know
Nice.
like if that
Yeah,
makes sense,
that-
but like
definitely.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
That
thank you.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that. That was excellent. What did you take any particular inspiration for that?
No, just decided it was time for me to play with something in the minor realm. That's usually how a lot of my songs start. I'll be like, I've been playing a lot of major things lately. Let's write a minor song.
Right.
And that one just sort of worked its way through. Yeah. The challenge for me in that one was, how do you write about a bar but make it, how do you write about the story of going to a bar and getting in a bar fight?
Right.
Yeah.
But don't say that.
Right.
Yeah. So going into that, so you already had an idea of what you wanted the song to be about when you wrote it?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I find that we ask people a lot on this show, but like how people write, because it's kind of different for everybody.
Yeah.
And the fact that you had like an
Definitely.
idea beforehand. Sometimes I'll just play chords and I've have one line that sounds good. I'm like, all right, what else kind of sounds okay with this?
Right.
And then it turns into a meaning. But
Yeah, it's completely valid.
Yeah.
No.
No, my process is simply, sometimes there's an idea or concept, and I'll write to that, that's great. But when I can't do that, I surrender, and I just go ahead and I say, I'm going to sit down and write a bad song. And if I fail at that, then I've written a good song.
wait,
And
that
if
is
I don't,
genius.
then usually
Right?
I have
Yeah.
at least 1 or 2 lines that I can steal for something else later.
Just write a bad song.
Yeah. I really like this culture of failure that both of you have embraced.
We're Gen X with mental illness, man.
Absolutely.
I know who I am. I'm into it. But yeah, you've got to find grace in failure, or it's just going to be really hard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that also like taking some from, since sometimes I'll write something and then the next morning I'll wake up and go back to it. I'm like, this is just garbage, and I just feel bad. But again, you could take it and be like, well,
But it's
Yeah.
your
And
garbage.
fix
Yeah.
it. If it's garbage,
yeah,
fix
you
it.
can fix it, you can cannibalize it, you can plagiarize it, you can, even if you've written the absolute worst lines that have ever been written, well, good, don't write those ever again. You've already, there they are. Great, you've eliminated those.
For sure.
I mean, and you rarely do. You're writing, you're taking the time, chances are you're going to write something worth saying. Yeah.
I like that
is so
approach
nice.
of like embracing the idea, Benjamin, what you said about how if you don't have a good idea, to be okay with making something that's bad.
Right.
I feel like a lot of artists struggle with making they feel that they have to make it like a wonderful product, every single thing that they make.
Yeah.
you
Right.
know?
Well, you don't have to publish everything.
Right.
yeah, no one else. That's great. No one else has to hear it.
No, perfection is
but-
the enemy of good. You're not going to write something good if you're obsessed with making it perfect.
Right.
So,
That's why a lot of bands struggle on their sophomore album to replicate what they did on the first one, right?
yeah. Not us, though. We're just
No.
going to go straight to the second album.
You guys are gonna go you're gonna go gold with the first one and platinum with the
yeah,
second
we're
one.
we're gonna write the empire of follow-up albums as soon as we get the first album done.
Is there
Love
anywhere
it.
that the audience can find your music right now, or anything about you guys to follow up?
We do have a website. We've got 5against4.com.
Okay.
And I think we've got a little video clip of Ben playing, and then some links to my solo stuff that's out there in the world.
Okay.
But that's where you'll be able to find it as soon as we get something going. Yeah.
So the viewer has to imagine, like they can hear one half,
Right.
they hear the other half, and they're like, well, now if I want to hear what I imagine, I have to go see them. I think that's brilliant.
Exactly.
That is great, Mark. And then you can both bring in both of your audiences that you already have and be like, hey guys, guess what? This over
Yeah.
here.
No, it's been really great.
Is it-
Everyone loves it. Yeah.
And then you said that you're from California, or no, you're from Hawaii.
I'm from Kauai. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I have work and family in California, so I actually met Ben on Kauai in a radio show, actually.
How do you have to tell the story of that?
Well, I was playing this coffee shop on Kauai, and I think you saw me there.
Yeah, I saw you played the Saturday night event where they opened up.
Right.
Because they don't normally open all night, but they opened up for you, and I was down there for that. I watched you, and I was filming for a local radio station to be aired on the local TV station. But so the host suffered a cancel, and I happened to be at the coffee shop with her, and I'm like, hey, I saw your stuff. You gotta call. And she did, and she got on, and
Yeah.
I filmed it, and then we went out for drinks after.
It was pretty great. Yeah, it worked out. That one worked out.
And now you guys are here.
Clandestine
Yeah,
meeting.
and now you guys are here.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about the parallels. It was really funny. That was me going back to Kauai after I had gone to California and made this album, and playing on the radio station in my hometown where I'd never really played
Yeah.
music. And he's like, yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah.
Like, we're like,
So,
oh, yeah.
You said you're from Indiana?
Yeah, well, from outside. It's I went to the Marion Center School District.
Okay.
That gives you an idea where I'm at.
What made you decide to come back?
Oh, well, family, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to come back. We're going to spend a year here building family ties through our extended family, and then hopefully move back to somewhere warm.
So yeah, well, yeah, I would say the wrong time to move to Pennsylvania is the winter, as you've probably discovered. It's cold and windy and there's snow.
It is, but snow is so pretty, you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
she,
oh my God.
she still has the wonder.
Oh,
It's
wow, just
really,
wait.
like-
This room is clearly divided in half. You know, DJ, EJ, and Benjamin detest it. I am on side Emily. I love snow. I'm a big fan.
It's really beautiful. It's quiet. Like this whole area looks like every storybook I read growing up.
That sounds
like,
gorgeous. See, I
every
just
author
despise
just-
it.
Oh man, no! Like the trees and the woods and the little brick chimneys.
See,
and, the little
and then I'm like,
smoke,
the bricks
It's
and the
gorgeous.
trees, the roads.
You're like the ice.
Yeah, oh, the ice. I literally walk outside, I'm like, Gage, I hate winter. He goes, EJ, it's not that bad.
It's really not that bad. You would say that on days where it's like 40 degrees out, and it's like, oh, I hate winter. I'm like, what are you talking about? This isn't even winter yet.
No,
but
the
it's,
next time I have to shovel snow, I'm just going to keep going. then I'm going to throw the snow shovel over my shoulder and walk until somebody asks me what it is,
Yeah.
and that's where I'm going to live.
There you go.
yeah, my goal.
Make a song about that.
Make
That was
sure
a good
it's
line.
because they've never seen one.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It has to. It's not just a seasonal thing. It's a. No, that's
Ah.
wonderful. No,
Yeah.
did it ever snow in Kauai whenever you were there? I didn't know if that was a thing that was possible.
It is technically, I don't think it's very possible, but when I was in, I think I was in like 7th grade, it did hail for like half an hour. It was,
man.
it like got down into the 40s and 50s on land, and then
Is that
ice
the
fell out of the
lowest?
sky, and I don't know, it was horrible. They shut down PE. It was terrible. No one knew what to do.
I mean, you didn't get
we
to-
were
you
all
didn't have to go
really
to PE,
scared. Like,
though.
well, no one should be outside in that kind of weather. I mean, ice was falling out of the sky.
Maybe that has something to do with your wonderment with snow.
It might be that the trees, the fact that all of these trees, they lose every single leaf.
Yeah.
And they're just okay. Like, that's,
I mean, they might not be okay, but
you know, like that's just their thing. They do that every year. They just like change their clothes. And,
yeah.
you know, where I'm from, if trees lose all their leaves, they're dead. That's, you know, so
Right.
Gotcha.
there's been, I'm still in wonderment. Yeah, I still love it.
See, I'm
Absolutely.
just
Embrace it as long as you can.
yeah, I was gonna say because it's definitely not my favorite thing. I totally kind of unrelated, but I was thinking about the other day. You know how bears they like hibernate over the winter? That's genius.
Right.
I'm gonna eat a bunch and sleep while it's cold. Fantastic idea.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do that most of the time. That might be why I like the snow.
I think we experience a partial hibernation over winter break between semesters.
Yeah.
We go inside.
Definitely.
I mean, we might have like a part-time job, but like we get to cuddle up in a blanket, you know, like after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's what there is something so satisfying about like being out in the cold and then going into the warmth.
Yeah.
That's
It's
nice.
wonderful.
Yeah. Do you know what else is wonderful?
What?
Music.
Yeah, music is
I think it
wonderful.
might be time for anher song.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
warmth of the song will bring all those viewers in their cold cars some
Yeah.
great vibes.
Oh, dude, I'm excited.
Yeah. If you guys want to do another song.
Yeah, this is actually the most recent song we have written together. This is a true us song.
All right.
Somerset's the coldest treason. You've seen the seasons. We've still got time to burn till fireflies return next year. Well, you're trapped in there beneath your covers. I can't come in or else I'd be smothered by you. Wish it weren't, but we both know it's true. I wish I could tell you all the reasons, but I can't even start to speak. The words get stuck and I can't say. But oh, well, it ain't over yet. So let's dance like we're drowning in it. You get dressed in the brightest colors, your wrist turns, and I'm reminded of the sun. The summertime thunderstorms mumbling around. Fog sets in and we are nostalgic. Someone out there believes in the magic now, looking for more monsters than there are. If your roadside attraction's closing, like she closed her eyes when I asked her if she knew, might as well just go down to the bar. 'Cause oh, well, it ain't over yet. So let's dance like we're drowning in it.
Yeah, that was perfect timing. That was excellent.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Well,
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That felt like the in between the two that you
Yeah.
played. That was good stuff. What was the name of that one?
That
Or
one we
have you
call
not
it The
named
Turn.
The
The
Turn.
Turn. Yeah, it's sort of a seasons changing song. So
Right.
yeah.
I could get like a late autumnal feeling
Yeah.
from that. That was good. I like that.
Um,
I gotta say, like the dynamic between these two guitars,
it's so pretty.
it's
I
it's
love acoustic guitar so much, and just one adding another, that's fantastic. It just
Well,
makes me happy.
just not even just that, but like the difference between the guitars. For the folks listening, there's like a nice like deep brown acoustic guitar. What would you call it?
It's a dreadnought. It's Martin's lowest end, most affordable guitar. It's amazing. I love
Right.
it. I highly recommend it. And then we put nylon strings on it to be easier on my fingers. So it's got a real
Okay.
light
Yeah.
touch.
I love the sound.
Real warm
Yeah.
feel. And
Speak,
then
yeah.
he's
And-
got this beautiful Ibanez hollow body.
It is
or-
so pretty, guys.
Oh,
You
thank
wouldn't
you.
imagine it.
That guitar sounds fantastic. Both of them sound great.
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of viewers, we had a caller while
Oh.
you guys were singing. His name is Mevin.
Okay.
Shout out to him. He said that we're doing a fantastic job, and he said
Yeah.
that local
Awesome.
music and you guys did fantastic. And it's just nice having this show. And then also talked about how we should probably like not market it, but like talk about it more because
Right.
around the area, because it isn't just students that go here. It's just everyone local.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
And then also we're Local Limelight, and we're 90.1 WIUPFM, and I'm DJ EJ, and we have DJ Scratch and Sniff.
You
and
know
we're
it.
here with 5 Against 4 for our final episode of the semester. Sadly, if you guys want to hear more, you have to wait till next semester. But we also have this stuff now. We record the shows, and we have a YouTube channel.
Oh,
so you can go
awesome.
back and listen to it like a podcast. We're working on trying to get on Spotify. They have a new thing where people can make their own podcasts.
Right.
And if we can get it on there too, that'd be fantastic. But that's for future.
Awesome. Yeah.
But
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't
so
know we
yeah.
were doing that.
yeah, it's new. It's in. We're getting there. It's,
Surprise.
I like
it's
the
new.
idea.
Yeah,
Dude,
because
that's
it's
excellent.
right. The
I've
problem
never
is,
been on
is
Spotify before.
yeah, Spotify's weird. I have stuff on Spotify, but I've made like $6 in the last like 2 years. But
From
like,
Spotify.
yeah. But
well, I think it's more the novelty of just having it out there.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah. On demand.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
yeah, I just like that there's podcasts, and also I like that our show again has like local music that's like live, and we get to hear it right here. I think that me and Gage are the luckiest out of everyone though, because we get to hear it right now.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
That's cool.
That reminds me of a question. Where do you guys find your music?
that like
Like your solo
like
projects?
no, like
Or-
where do you find music to listen to that you
Oh.
enjoy?
oh yeah. So it's getting harder and harder. I'm 44. just going to be really open about who I am as a person. It gets harder and harder to find new music. I have to go out of my whole world because I already know what's in my world, and it all exists there, and we all live in these little echo chambers. So I ask random Facebook groups, specifically ones that have a lot of people younger than me, and I will frequently throw a question out and be like, okay, all right, what do you got for me today? It's been a little while since I've done that. That's the other hard thing. You have to do it. So I'm just floundering with this answer. I'm old.
No,
Ben, where do you
you're
find
okay.
music?
Where do I find music? I find it online mostly. Now, I need to see more live shows, but that's not
Yeah.
what we're talking about. No, I usually, lately, and the last couple of years, whenever I find new music, it's in a genre that I'm interested in trying to glean some stuff musically from. And between that and, my old influences, which, I carry with me now, other than that, not other than that, that is it.
Yeah.
I think that's very noble of you to be willing to go onto Facebook and ask like a bunch of find a group of people and ask what's the big music.
From my experience, for the most part, everyone younger than me they just get it. They get the things, and as long as I'm being earnest, I'm not going out to be a jerk, and I'm not trying to, be there for you. I'm just open about it and be like, hey, I'm older. I don't get out. What should I be listening to? This is what I like.
Yeah.
I get the best and coolest responses. It's really good. Sure. I was informed that if I did not immediately listen to Lizzo, my life would be ruined. And that was true. And now my life is better. And, that came from asking one of those questions. All right.
What type of genres do you guys usually listen to then? Because Lizzo isn't what you guys were playing.
No. Man, I wish. Seriously, Digital Underground is a god to me. But everything, what do we listen to? Definitely we listen to rap and hip hop.
Okay.
We definitely listen to soul and funk. That's a station that goes on a lot.
A lot of indie folk.
A lot of indie folk.
Okay.
There's definitely, Americana. If there's a storyteller in any genre, we're listening to their storytelling.
Mm-hmm. I really like what are they called? Concept albums, or where it's it's not a musical, but it just has a story from start to finish, and this is so good.
Decemberists did a great one of those, where it was that was their.
That's a fantastic album.
So
I know
good.
what you're talking about.
So many people died on that album.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
They're just my favorite because
Willie Nelson's Red-Headed Stranger.
What's that?
Willie Nelson's Red-Headed Stranger was a concept album.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I'll have to listen to it because I long ago had a deep passion for a lot of those old American storyteller like Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash. That I need to get back into that because I like a lot of that. A lot of that stuff.
Ben has changed my life by introducing me to Blaze Foley, who I highly recommend in that storytelling genre.
Okay.
He's a great American storyteller, and Mike Judge did an animated thing, and it was called Tales from the Tour Bus. Really fun. No, Mike Judge.
King of the Hill fame.
Yeah, and he does an excerpt on Blaze Foley that's worth checking out. It's really
Blaze
good.
Foley.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have to write that down.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down.
Blaze Foley, Townes Van Zandt, John
Yes.
Prine.
Yes.
John
as well.
Prine. Oh yeah.
Have you guys ever thought about putting the storytelling aspect in any of your guys' writing solo project or together?
I mean, I think we do. I think everything, we're writers.
What was the question?
Would you guys ever write, I guess, a concept album or a story, an entire album worth?
I don't know because, the media is changing and, having a full album to release seems ridiculous when you can release one every week and then build on your following that way.
Right.
True. That's a good point.
And just dumping a whole album nowadays seems a bit anachronistic.
Yeah.
See, I understand that too. I was like, when I was younger, I always wanted to have an album one day that each song kind of led into it. And I wanted like two
Right.
songs and then like a 30-second acoustic instrumental to lead one into the next. But the problem is that a lot of people don't listen to albums all together now. So then they'll press shuffle and then they hear the 30-second clip of acoustic,
Right.
but then they don't understand it. And I'm glad that you brought that up, that the times have changed. So the way we make albums
Right.
will.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, I think so this is a little bit of a tangent. I worked in a sticker factory over the summer.
I'm so
as a
envious.
temp
I
job.
know.
It was exciting, yes, but I was allowed to listen to music.
Cool.
So I would always, like, right before work, download a few albums and be like, okay, I'm going to listen to this album all the way through, and then this album. And it would be a lot of
Nice.
stuff that I haven't even heard. I think one of my favorite albums I listened to was Joy as an Act of Resistance by Idols, which is, like, a newer, like, punk band
Nice.
that came out. And, like,
I love
it's...
that title.
Yes, it is. And it's... A lot of punk is very angry, and this is angry punk, but it's angry punk about aggressively loving yourself.
Nice.
It's
Aw.
beautiful. It's like a lot of the music
Oh.
is it's you should listen
I
to
want
it
that in my
sometime.
life. Yeah,
Joy
that
as
sounds
an Act of
fant-
Resistance.
Oh, that
is
sounds
their
fantastic.
newest one. It got Album of the Year 2017.
Awesome. Okay.
From
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's a perfect tangent. I mean, punk for life. Like,
Yeah, that's my like midnight show. Smash Alley's like metal and punk and like
nice.
I
We don't
like
have
it
any
all. I
punk
like a bunch of
songs.
music.
We don't have
metal
any punk
Aw,
songs.
I
We
thought
don't
we
have
were
any
gonna
metal
go
songs.
right into
Well,
punk
everything's a metal
song.
song
No.
with the right effects.
I would love
So
to
wait, you
hear-
guys are playing a metal song next? Is that what I'm hearing?
I
that
just
what
do
I
what he
heard?
tells
Smash
me. I
Alley's
don't know.
coming early tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it would be so cool if we could bust out a metal ballad right now. But
Yeah.
no,
But I mean, instead of a metal ballad, you could just bust
what's
out
in my heart
another
doesn't always
song.
come out. Of my mouth. Oh yeah, we can do Alone in the Dark. That's
All right.
definitely not metal.
Are we getting a song?
I think it's a song time.
I think
Yes.
it's a song time.
Yes.
All
All
right.
right.
I'm excited. All right, let's
Take
hear
it away.
She's got a box full of tokens and toys from all of her lovers, the girls and the boys. Remembers each one alone in the dark with her tears. She may be yours, but she won't be for long, 'cause she only sings along to sad songs that ring at night, alone in the dark in her ears. She says she wants you, but the thing that she wants most of all is just to be blue. So she's gonna leave you. She's
But
gonna
she'll
wait till you make a mistake so she can blame you. She's smart and she's strong, soft and she's hard. Her skin is perfect, but her heart is scarred. It whispers at night, alone in the dark. No one cares. She'll never love you, you can't play that part. She's already in love with her broken heart. Been seeing each other alone in the dark over tears. She doesn't love you. Oh no, the thing that she loves most of all is just to be blue. So she's gonna need you. She's gonna need you to make a mistake so she can blame you.
loves most of all is just to be blue. Oh, well, the thing that she loves most of all is just to be blue.
Yeah. Man.
Guys, you guys are tuned in to 90.1 WIUPFM, Local Limelight, listening to some fantastic songs right now.
Oh, yeah.
That was so tasty. That's the only word I have for it. It was just groovy beat.
I felt
Yeah.
like you were really coming into your own. You had some confidence going in on those licks. That was nice.
That was Ben wrote that song. And,
Oh, yeah?
He brought that. It was one of the first ones we performed together ever. So he brought it to me. He said, "You know, this is one I shouldn't be. This isn't for me. I can't. I don't. I wrote it. It's a good song. And we started messing with it. It was good. I got to
Yeah.
help arrange that one a little bit. His
Aw.
phrasing was hard for me.
Yeah.
I think most of all that song was like very direct. Like
Yeah.
Oh
this-
yeah, it lays their laser bare.
Yeah. In such a way that I felt like I was the one being consoled. Like I was being told,
Right.
like I'm having a conversation with somebody and my friend is like tired of me being given the runaround and is directly telling me like what I need to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
No,
That was-
it makes-
that's-
it's very deep.
Yeah.
Yes. I like
That's-
that a lot.
I think that's a lot of where it came from. It's like, hey, do your thing, but she's not.
Right.
She's not into you, man.
Oh, my.
I love
No,
that.
I love the idea of writing a song about a love song to their own broken heart, and it kind of went from there, which
Yeah, I
I
think he
could-
nailed that one.
I could definitely hear that as like an internal monologue. Like somebody
Oh, yeah.
like thinking
Yeah.
to themselves, taking a long walk and like thinking to themselves about, their current situation. So yeah, I think that speaks volumes about the sincerity of what you guys make. So
so thank you very
Oh,
much.
Thank you.
yes.
And it made me blush.
No, we're glad to have you
Yeah.
folks here. This has been like one of my favorite episodes.
Oh,
so
absolutely!
far.
I'm
Already,
so
it's not even
glad that
done
this
yet,
is
and I'm like-
this is the final episode. Again, sorry guys, but this is the last episode of this semester,
Right.
and I'm glad that it's two people singing and two guitars.
Right.
So it's just twice the awesomeness of what it already is.
So I've asked a lot of the guests that have come on this question. I'm curious to hear your answer. What comes first, the lyrics or the music?
It's 50-50 for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Typically, I'll bang out a chord progression right to that. Well, I don't know about typically, but about half the time. But otherwise, sometimes once I, have a melody in my head, and I'm just writing to that.
Right. I've gotten like a whole variety of answers on that. Like people say like, oh well, I write like the lyrics first and then I just try and make something over that. And some people have said exactly what you say, where they kind of make them separately, and then they say, oh, these two would go together well.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of creativity that goes on with that. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Songwriting is one of those things that just mystifies me. Being able to put them both together, like that's wonderful. That's a true
It's
skill.
cool. Yeah, it's another dimension to it, It's,
Yeah.
But
So
it's good. It also
Yeah,
encapsulates it.
it's wildly rewarding.
Yeah.
I'm sure it feels very nice to get that emotionally out. Like there's a lot of songs that I hear where I hear what the songwriter has to say, and I think like I want to sing this now just because I feel like I need to get like this
Oh,
person is
yeah.
sharing the same emotion as me,
Right.
and I want to sing this
Yeah.
badly in the shower.
Yes. I think that's what music's for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for feeling.
It's an emotional connection,
Yeah.
right? It's one of the most human things out there.
Yeah.
Is music.
Yeah.
And you both have had like your own solo stuff and been able to sing your original work in like gigs and things. What are some, I guess, odd gigs that you guys might have had?
You've probably got better answers than I do for this
I don't
one.
know. I don't know. Your Thai food is pretty cool. What is the weirdest gig I ever did? I played the finish line of a marathon.
Wait.
Yeah, it's
So-
not cool or sexy.
So
It-
not like
it
a music
was-
marathon. It was people.
No, it was an actual running marathon, and I was in this awkward little like cement space, and like people running marathons are really, really miserable at the end of their experience, and no one wants to hang out.
You weren't at the beginning like hyping people up, like, oh, you got this. You were at the
they
end.
had me playing the end. That was pretty weird. Yeah. Once I played an art gallery, and I thought that I was going to be, background music for the art, and people would be milling about, and they set me up. And then they set like seats less than 3 feet away from me, people came and like sat and watched me like I was a part of the display.
Yeah, like a statue for the art. Yeah,
I really would have worn something fantastic if I had known that was happening. But, yeah, I don't know. How about you? What's your weirdest gig?
Oh, weirdest. There's not a lot of weird gigs.
You're so good.
You've never sang at a marathon before?
Well, no, I never did. No, I can't think of a weird one yet.
No.
I did a private party that was kind of weird, but there's no story there. It's just weird.
It's just awkward.
It's just a weird party.
There.
Yeah.
I think I completely understand.
One time I had a gig at a Giant Eagle, but that was
nice.
Well, I was worried that I remember telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I think I have this gig at like the local Giant Eagle, and she goes, well, what if it's a joke? Well, oh no, I walk into Giant Eagle with my guitar. They really got me. I'm so embarrassed. But it was weird. They had me in like the soap aisle, so like there's like people just grocery shopping, just getting their soap. Like, why is she singing?
Why is she?
But I feel like that's the widest reach of an audience I think I've ever gotten before. Because usually when you're at a bar or a restaurant, there's people there, and then music usually is there anyways. But you don't think, time for a gallon of milk, and then there's singing. So and
that's really cool.
But also the thing with that is they weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
So some people were super angry. They were like, this is a nuisance. But then some people were like, wait, this is kind of cool. A nuisance, yeah.
Imagine being so grumpy that hearing live music is a nuisance.
Yeah. There was the funniest thing. I do a cover of You've Got a Friend in Me sometimes. And this little baby looked at me and was so happy. And I think about it all the time. Yeah. They did like heard it. And we're like, and the lady stopped. She's like, I guess we'll listen to it. And it was just it's the little things.
That's really sweet. Yeah. Kids are the best. Like
sometimes
the best. With in gigs, they've been some of my favorite people watching it for sure.
Oh yeah.
I always thought about it if I was a super good singer all the time. I sadly have really bad allergies, so not all the time do I sound good. But if I could like be like a fake Disney princess and sing for like parties, that'd be sick. Like.
I have some very young siblings. Like the oldest isn't older than 4, right? And just. It's inspiring to see how into music they get at that young of an age. It's remarkable. Like you don't think it's possible, but they're like dancing along like at like 2 years old.
As long as it's upbeat, they love it.
Yeah.
I think that's like goes back to what we were saying, how it's like music is such a human interaction.
Absolutely. Yeah. We all want that. We're all little songbirds,
I don't think I've met anyone that doesn't like music either. Like, you can meet people that are like, I don't read. I'm like, well, why not? But that's besides the point. But music, everyone that I've not, if I met someone, they were like, I just don't listen to it. What do you mean?
Right.
And even if you don't listen to it, like the song Riptide, like, I don't think I've ever purposefully put it on and listened to it.
Right.
But I could tell you all the words because it's just around. Like, you can't just exist and not hear music.
Right. Yeah.
Even like elevator music. Like,
it's everywhere.
It just exists.
It's insidious. If you really didn't like music, this would be a hard world to live in for sure.
It would be.
But,
especially this time of year.
If you guys are tuned into Local Limelight, I hope you like music because that's what we do here. And actually, I think we have time for one more song, if that is okay with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Just one sec.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Man,
it's been a good final show.
I'm telling you, this has been excellent.
It has.
We haven't talked about pizza once yet, though.
Yeah, thank
so
the Lord.
It hasn't felt.
No, we don't need to talk about pizza.
We do. Man,
I think we're pizzaed out.
I think it bears at least one mention.
One mention about
Did you
the
have
pizza?
any pizza over this weekend? Over this week?
I definitely had pizza yesterday.
What kind of pizza?
It was just normal pizza.
I love pizza.
All right. Yes. We usually
Seems
talk about pizza.
We can't go one episode without talking about pizza.
I had to bring it up.
You gotta be consistent.
We'll get into that after the song.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, give it up. This is another one of Ben's songs. It's called Life is Kinda Tough.
True.
Life's kinda tough, except when it ain't. I'm either running from the bear, or I'm staring at the paint. June at my lips or I'm bleeding from the heart. The longest days are when we're apart. If I ran on luck, I wouldn't run far. I could get a speeding ticket in a broke down car. I have to pay my way with IOUs, so I ain't got nothing to lose. I could drop anchor or pull up stakes, and maybe take a pleasure cruise in a little bitty lake. And we could pack up all the things and give them away, 'cause hell, we don't use them anyway. I could take a job, but I know that I'd quit. So baby, you can wear my clothes, even though they don't fit. And we could live together in a burned out van, but we'd freeze together, hand in hand. Yeah, freeze together, hand in hand. So close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Think of me.
That was cute.
Yeah, from the whistle and everything about that, I'm glad that that was the final song that we got to hear
Man,
tonight.
I'm just smiling.
It was such a feel-good jam.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that
Thank
one.
you very much.
To warm our hearts in this cold winter eve.
Yeah. He managed to make living together in a burnt out van sound really sweet.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever lived in a van?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
No, you're
no,
like,
no.
absolutely not. We don't.
no intentions. But it's, when I was younger, we lived in tents. You know, I'm not
Okay.
like, it could be worse.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
opposed to it. If that's your life, you choose it. That's cool.
I was fascinated, but I'm more fascinated with the interior of like tiny living, like seeing tiny stoves.
Right,
I'm just like,
yeah.
ah, that's cool.
Oh, man.
Everybody loves diminutives.
I think there is something beautiful about, like, I feel like whenever you're sad or whenever you're depressed, I feel like some things that aren't normally beautiful are completely beautiful.
Oh, absolutely. Everything's
Absolutely.
context, and context is how we see the world.
100%. It's getting pretty late,
It's getting to
It
that time where
is.
right?
we're
Oh
gonna
my
have to
goodness.
sign off.
But before we do that, if you folks would like to shout out anything, your band, your music, a website,
Anybody
or
listening
any
out there?
people, you folks
Oh.
are welcome to.
Well, hi, Chloe, Joe, Gabe, Gigi. Duh.
Hello.
I don't know, man.
Hi,
WIUPFM
Jacqueline.
has been amazing. We're super excited about that. So Jacqueline, now I'm doing the weird awkward. I'm on the spot thing. Hi,
No,
Mom.
you're.
No, we all have that
It
moment.
happens. It's
Thank you,
inevitable.
guys. This has really been one of the best radio shows ever.
Oh,
this is so
thank you
fun.
so much. It just makes me happy because I'm like, oh, this is
Oh, yeah.
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 Thank you.
Of course. No, shout out to you guys. Five
Yeah,
Against
no,
Four. Thank
shout
you for
out to
coming
you
on.
guys.
This has been amazing. This has been fantastic. Like
This is what I feel like a lot of this semester we've had a plethora of guests, and I feel like this is what Local Limelight is. This is what I was lucky enough to be on when Jake
Yes.
Yeomans ran it before we did, and I'm glad that this felt like Local Limelight, and I'm really glad that this was the final episode.
We are humbled and honored to have you folks on. And with
Sadly, it's that time.
It's
We
that
are
time.
gonna have to hand it over to next is the underground. So
Nice.
put on your hard hats.
that,
But
Well, thank you so much.
Of
It was
course.
Yeah.
We
Thanks
loved
for
having you
us.
on.
It was such a
Yeah.
blast.
Local Limelight is the best.
Yes.
Oh, you heard it here. Local Limelight is the best.
Best.
Let
The
the
best.
record show.
Yes, 2007 winners TV versus radio. As you can see by the sign in there. Well, you can't because
Yeah.
you're listening, but
Also, we got best specialty show for last year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, with
Ooh,
this
nice.
episode, I feel like it could happen
yeah,
again.
it could.
All right. Anyways, so long. 90.1 WIPFM. Have a warm night, hopefully.